We agree on how the government side of a house contextualize how the police work nowadays, right? But what we disagree is that how they would execute it. Which we think under our side of a house we're going to do it in a better way, which it is defunding itself, right? So on the point of rebuttal is that first thing first, they said that they would do it better by putting in a body camera and so forth and so on, right? But we think that that thing won't work at the end of the day. Because why? Because racism is on your mind, is on your heart. It was already shaped by it evolved. It was shaped due to your environment effect, right? So we think it is going to be there, even though there will be a pressure for them to do such as a body camera and so far and so on, right? But on their mindset, they would also be it would always be shaped by the things such as a black man are a drug dealer and so far and so on, right? That's why even if they're going to say that it is a person's fault, it's not the whole department fault, right? But we think on a worst case scenario, it is still okay anyway to defund the police department. Because why so? Because the moment when we defund the department, that means that the police department would also decreasing their police officer, right? That means that all of these people are going to be are going through the qualification itself, right? There will be something like a test to make sure that who deserves to stay and who qualified to stay as a police officer. That is the thing that the police department would do, right? Therefore, it would also give a deterrence. It would give a large deterrence towards all of the police officer, because this is the thing. When you get a job, such as a police officer, this is the thing that pay you everything. This is what make you pay the bills, right? That means when you are being thrown away by your own department, that means you will have no money to live later on, right? That means it would also deter the police officer in a long term. And that is the thing that we want to pursue here. That is the thing that we want to convey. We want to give a deterrence towards all of these people that being racist and do abuse a society, right? And the problem is that, and the problem identification is that racism doesn't make people safe. Such as we know that all of these police officers are going to abuse a black man, right? Which we think in a security one, we think that the security purposes is that to make everyone feel secure, right? But what is happening right now is that a black man and a black woman, all of the black people, Asian and Muslim in the U.S. are not feel secure to go out of their house, because when they're going to be out of their house, they're going to be discriminated even from the police officer itself, right? Because the police officer are also racist. And this is the thing that we think is problematic, right? Firstly, it will classes towards the purpose of the security itself, right? The police department is meant to be protecting the society. As the agent of protection, they have to protect every single society, no matter what color they are, what color skin they are, and what color tone they are, and where you came from. As long as you are the society and you are a human, you deserve to be protected by everyone, by the government, by also the police officer, right? And secondly, society can get a security. Just like what I've told you, all of them are having a rights to be protected by a police officer, which we think this is it also has been backlashing towards the society's rights, which why do we mean is that the right of society are being violated here, right? And going further, I'm jumping to my arguments. I'm going to tell you on how is it going to why is it justified. Firstly, on the first layer, I'm going to tell you what is this. How are we going to achieve security purposes? And secondly, how do we achieve what is society satisfaction? And then thirdly, I'm going to tell you how is it going to be effective practically. Okay, first thing first, why is it justified? security purposes. Just like what I've told you in the prior of a security purposes, is that to protect everyone, no matter what their color skin, right? So we think that the moment when we are going to deter all of these people, that means that all of these people are going to change. The one that will stay in the police department are the one that is qualified, are the one that is purely protecting the society, right? And even though all of this, even if the one that is racist are going to stay, at least it is going to be he's going to change his mindset. Because why? Because he's afraid of losing his job, right? He's afraid of losing something that pay him, that make him pay the bill, right? That means that it will also change lately. It will also change immediately by since we're giving them a deterrence feelings. So, and secondly, what the society wants. We think that what the society wants is that all of us don't want to be don't want to all of these police officers that is racist are staying here, right? So that means we have to make them being thrown away by the police department and stuff, right? So this is exactly what the society, because this is exactly what the society wants, right? So therefore we can't do nothing but only defunding the police department and stuff, right? That's why we think it is still justifiable for us to do so, because this is what the society really want, right? This is society really wanted at the very first place. The Muslim, the black community, and all of those minority wants, right? Because they want to be protected at the end of the day. They want to be feeling secure every time they go out of their houses. And on the third things, on the last but not least, it is how is it going to be effective under our side of a house to also make them feel the deterrence that we will give. Is that we know that when we are going to give them such as when we are going to defund them, that means that the police department are going to reduce and going to decrease the number of police officers, right? That means there will be someone that is losing his job, that is losing his job that pays him, that make them eat in every single day, right? That means they have to hustle from a scratch again, right? That means it will also deter all of those people, and everyone are afraid of it, and everyone wants to live happily, everyone wants to live, and everyone wants to eat every single day, right? So that means when we cut them off, when we cut all of these things, that means that they would be deterred at the end of the day. That's why we're so proud to propose.